Indigenous Studies Land Map Assignment by Kelsey Wilson. The first place I'm going to talk about is Cape Croker, a community of the Chippewas of Nawash, Treaty 72. The picture on the top is looking out into Georgian Bay and the bluffs on the other side. And on the bottom is a map of Cape Croker at the entrance of the reserve. Cape Croker is a peninsula of land surrounded by the waters of Georgian Bay on three sides and dominated by the limestone bluffs of the Niagara Escarpment. It is home to the Chippewas of Nawash, unceded First Nation. The Nawash band from Owen Sound arrived on the Cape in 1858, where they farmed, fished, and hunted following the signing of Treaty 72. Cape Croker is the reserve my father is from and where his side of the family still resides. And to the left I have a map of Cape Croker highlighted in red. And here's a couple of pictures from around the reserve. The photo on the top is of Roadside Park. It's a park that has a couple totem poles and picnic areas. The picture on the left is of Cape Croker Lighthouse, and on the right is a picture of one of the performers at the powwow located on the Cape. Despite Cape Croker's small size and population, they're pretty fortunate to have a police department, water treatment center, senior center, elementary school, fire department, and more. Next, I'm going to be telling you about my hometown, Welland, Ontario. Treaty 3, also referred to as the Between the Lakes Purchase, was originally signed in 1784, but due to the uncertainties with the description of the land in the original surrender, Treaty 3 was entered in 1792 to clarify what was ceded. The Between the Lakes Purchase was named as such because it included all the land lying and being between two of the Great Lakes, Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. And to the left I have a picture of one of the commemorative medals presented to the chief who signed Treaty 3. The map to the left is a map of Upper Canada as it was in 1792. And to the right, highlighted in purple, is Treaty 3, and I circled Welland on there. Being a part of the Welland community. Welland is a close-knit community in the center of the Niagara region. Niagara College in Welland works closely within the community to help educate the public with various disciplines. The community combines all different cultural views into special events. The third place I chose for my land map assignment is Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Treaty 381. Treaty 381 was signed on May 9, 1781 by representatives of the Crown and certain Anishinaabe people. The treaty was signed during the American Revolution and was one of the first land acquisitions in what would become Upper Canada. During the War of 1812, Fort George and the town were captured after a fierce battle through the town by an overwhelmingly large American army. The Americans occupied the fort and town until the 10th of December, 1813, when they were driven back across the Niagara River by a force of British regulars, Aboriginal warriors, and Canadian military. Before retreating, the American army burned the entire town to the ground. In 1814, the fort was rebuilt along with the town. Treaty 381 is highlighted in teal on this map, and Niagara-on-the-Lake is at the north end. Niagara-on-the-Lake today. Today the town is mainly focused around agriculture and tourism. Wineries have dominated much of the agricultural businesses. Many tourists go to enjoy Fort George, the old town's heritage, the shops, restaurants, Lake Ontario, and historic Niagara River. Thank you for listening.